Good evening, guys, and welcome back. And yeah, can we keep this going? Who knows? We are scoring goals. We already have 105 in the Premier League. We're still in the FA Cup, and we are still in the Champions League. We have to play I think this is the round of 16, which will get us into a quarter final if we can beat Olympic Lyon. We are red hot favourites to win this tie. I just hope my boys don't let me down. And then we play in between. We have a really tough game. We got Chelsea in the Premier League. Chelsea, who are in second at the moment. And then we play West Ham in the FA Cup quarter final. Then I guess we'll finish this off against Middlesbrough. As I said, we are red hot favourites to beat Olympic Lyon. Don't let me down, boys. I've put out what I consider to be an extremely strong team. They are playing with wing players. I'm going to play with a standard line to begin with. And you can see up front, if these boys perform, we will get the result. If they don't perform, then we are going to struggle. Hey, Callum, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Don't forget to like, guys, if you're sitting there enjoying this with me. Don't forget to give it a like. I actually don't know very much about Olympic Lyon. We don't do that. And I guess I'm just going to do what I would normally do and take out probably the guy with the best vision. We're going to take him out for sure. And the DM definitely. So we're going to take those two out. I don't want him passing to the right. So we're going to turn him onto his left foot. And hopefully that's going to be enough. We haven't been tight marking. We have got a team that's capable of tight marking up front, but we haven't been doing it. And I am going to say we are favourites for a reason. Actually, no, I'm going to say because we are away, let's just say that we have a really good chance of winning this game. So let's go and Man United. I don't want any of those, Callum. Although we have seen a couple, but I don't want any more of those. I just want the straight 5-1s, not the 5-4s. We do have a corner early on, and it's Jesus Abba who hits the crossbar, and it is game on. And early stages, we've totally dominated the game. It's not kind of what I was expecting Olympic Lyon to do, and my assistant did say push the line up. And I'm going to do just that because they're looking to play a little bit more down the centre than they are down the flank. So we are going to push the line up a little bit just to stop them playing down the centre in front of me. And we got another set piece. And can we get this one to the back post this time? And Jesus Abba has made it 1-0. Hey, Mr. K, how are you doing? Wasn't that just the comeback and a half, Callum, against Lyon in the Europa League? I thought we were dead and buried. But we don't want any of those here today. We just want just nice, gentle 5-1s. And, or even 5-2. Or if it's going to be 5-2, let's make it 6. This is a very, very attacking system. It's a very, very good forward line. And here is Gray. It is about time these regulars up front had a game. We've been having to rotate the squad a little bit because they've been out of form. But we've maintained our run. And it's goals that count, though. We want to beat that 202 goals, as I've said. There's Moscardo filling in for Badgetic. But I had thought of playing Guehi there. but then decided I wanted to play Arwell Davis on the wing. And so that's why Guehi is filling in at inverted fullback on the left. But yeah, we don't want any Olympically on. Oh, we've got a red card, have we? Gray has got himself sent off. That looks very suspicious. Oh, blimey. Now we're in trouble. That is the last thing that I wanted. Well, I can put Florian Wirtz up here. And we'll just have Musiala playing by himself in midfield. We can't alter anything to do with the tactic, really, apart from just the lines. We can't do anything with the tempo or the passing, or indeed the mentality. We're forbidden to do that. That is not what I was wanting to happen. It means he's going to be suspended as well. And we needed better than that. And I think I might have to have a word with him, but I can't have a word with him yet. But let's just hope that it's not going to be a problem. We've still got the second leg to come. If we can score another goal, we'll be okay. But I do sense that Olympique Lyon will create chances now. And that is just an absolutely awful thing to happen. And we have had a lot of penalties of late. Last session, if you remember, we had 5 penalties in 4 games, which was something that I'm not used to. As in, Musiala's in, and Musiala's made it 2-0. We're down to 10 men, but Musiala's made it 2-0. The lone centre mid. We have a lone centre mid and a lone centre back, and we are still winning. This WM tactic is insane. It really is. And if you have a half-decent team, then you will do well. You do have to have a strong centre-back, 2 very good inverted full-backs. And then you should be fine. If you've got a good forward line, you should be fine. I have a naughty corner routine. One CB gets over 20 goals a season. How did you work that out? How long did it take you, Mr. K, to work that out? Centre-back gets a hat-trick. I used one of my first goes at FM was FM 11. I had a centre-back called Burton. We get stuck in. The boys are very wound up, aren't they? No, we're not. They are very, very aggressive. I cannot do that. Go to very defensive. I am not allowed. Penalty review? Are they going to get a penalty, are they? It's interesting that we have had a lot of penalties last session for us, and maybe we're going to get the opposite in this session. And it's a save, and it is Puertas, because I also realised I've only got one goalkeeper registered and a young kid. So he has come in, he's making his debut in the Champions League, and he's made a save from the penalty. And now, looking at how things are, it looks to me like there's a little bit more of an emphasis on going down the flanks. So I may have to, at some point, pull the lines back. I don't really have enough highlights to see what's going on. But it might be that they're trying to get behind us. I have to keep an eye on that. There will be a clue as to whether they're trying to get behind us. It does look like they're trying to attack the inverted fullbacks outside. But we've won that ball. Nicely done. And Mbappe's given it away. Mbappe, who has not been in the greatest of form. It's just quite surprising. Probably because he doesn't play in any one set position, and neither does Akin Gray, and they are in this time. They've missed by 1,000,000 miles. We are still 2-0 up. I'll take a 2-0 victory into the second leg. I'll take a 2-2 draw into the second leg. But at the moment we are leading. As we're coming up to half time, we just got to defend well. I think I'm going to pull the line back just a tad, because it does look to me like they've switched to trying to play outside a little bit. We want to stop them doing that. Now, looking at, nobody's really... okay, we'll say that. We're doing well getting shots away. Can I have a word with Mbappe? There's no point in having a word with him now. Just let him sulk in the corner. Have less people near the goal. The markers have to come out. Yeah, that's a good point. Centre-back is 6'5". Yeah, that sounds like that'll work. Cross near post from the right, cross back post from the left. Sounds like... How long did it take you to work that out? I just don't have time to just sit there and play with these set pieces. It would be fun, though. I'm going to also focus my play through... Yeah, I'm already focusing it through the middle. If they want to go down the flanks, I want to play through the middle where we've been successful. We do have another corner. Come on, Mbappe. Looks for Jesus Abba. We can't make it 3 from that. João Neves. I thought he might take a pop there after I told him you're doing well getting shots away, but he decided not to. It's the kind of thing that this system does. The boys just have a shot from anywhere. We score a lot of goals from just outside the box. Moscardo, in particular, has been excellent. Look at this counter-attack. And you can see they are definitely looking to exploit these areas down the flanks. It's clear what they're doing. It's not particularly wide, but it's wide enough that it's causing me problems. And I think I have to have a look at this. Borges. Not that there's probably much I can do about him. I'm going to ask my left back to tight mark him. Is he the left or the right, Borges? He's the right. So we'll ask Guehi, who should be able to tight mark him. We'll ask him to follow Borges around. Stop him being so ridiculously effective. We've done well with 10 men, though. We're getting a bit tired, but we've done extremely well with just the 10 men. And we have been the better team. We haven't had possession, but you don't need to have possession. About 3 years. Yeah. I just wish I had time to actually have a play with the set pieces. I just don't seem to be able to make the time. Guehi. I'm just looking really for tiredness as we go into... Probably need to change the inverted fullbacks. So we'll bring Steam Match on. He will have to do the marking job. Florian Wirtz not at his best again. Mbappe is probably tired, but I don't want to take him off. I think I'd rather wait until we've got tired defenders rather than tired attackers. Is Illy causing me a few problems as well? This is an indication that they are looking for their wide players. So I'll take that off. And I'll ask Van to tight mark him. Just follow him around. Where's he gone? Attacking midfielder left. It will, I think, if they are smart enough, it will create loads of space through the middle. But if they're not smart enough, it looks like we do have two midfielders now who desperately need to come off. And we desperately need to change those. Moscardo. We can bring Landerson on for Moscardo. Probably Neves is better that side. But I think Neves is the other one who needs to come off. That's a shame. Musiala cannot play as a DM. So I'll leave Neves and we'll switch Musiala for the Velociraptor. And hopefully we can see this out. 2-0, I would have bitten your hand off for that after the sending off. And I think it's a team we should be beating, but probably not for this amount of time with 10 men. That was a very good save by that goalkeeper. 23-year-old Puertas, we brought him in the window. He will take over from Ramirez at the end of the season. Ramirez will be 35 then. He'll be a bit old at 35. And we just need to see this game out now. We haven't actually been that brilliant in terms of shots on target. What I want to do is to alter this. I'm just going to work the ball off into the box off and just let them have a shot from outside the box if we get anywhere near it. Try and make it 3-0. We do have players who can put them in from the outside of the penalty area, so why not give them the opportunity? Is it going to be 2-1 before the end? We're not defending this particularly well. That was nicely charged down, though. Still not got it away, though. It's all a bit frantic in there. Just hold on, boys. Just defend. Nicely done by Van. Good anticipation. Lauren, can he get a pass away? No, he can't. He's given the ball away. Back into our defensive setup. Offside a mile. Must be offside. He must be offside. Leicester have been relegated. Yeah, saw that this afternoon, Callum. Yeah, he was a mile offside. Even I could see that visually, I could see he was a mile offside. In fact, we don't need to see it again. You can see how far offside he is. I think it's just a case of see this game out, boys. We got off to a great start. And unfortunately, though, we could not capitalize on it because we went down to 10 men. We did well to get another goal, but they have got one back. It's an own goal, is it? Van own goal. They've got one back. But I'll take a 2-1 or even a 2-2. If they want to come back to 2-2, I'll take a 2-2 into the second leg. He should have left it. What's he doing, the donkey? And it is now 2-1. But with just 5 minutes left. Come on, boys. You've got this. You can do this. No more highlights, FM. That's enough. There's going to be one more highlight, is there? No, there's no more highlights. That's it. We've won 2-1. I guess, given the sending off, that was a good win. And I'm happy that we've had a sending off because we haven't had a sending off for a while. And better to have a sending off in a game like that. So let's confirm everything. I'm not going to appeal against that. There's not much point. Puertas had a fantastic game on his debut. So he is going to be our Champions League goalkeeper. And so Moscardo will also miss the next game. as well as Badgetic, as well as Gray. Time for some other boys to step up. So let's... Chelsea is up next. I'm not sure Gray deserves a rest. And I think we'll just rest them for one day. Not sure Gray deserves a rest, but he should be fit to play in the next game. The Newcastle game. Did I see the Newcastle game? Yeah, the Aston Villa. I just think Newcastle didn't show up. And Aston Villa, fair play. They wanted it more, I think. It was a good game. But I just felt that Aston Villa wanted it more. Newcastle will pick themselves up, of course. But it's very interesting with 4 games to go. It's very interesting at the top of the league. And I'm pretty sure Newcastle will pick themselves up. Only secure now. What's the matter with you? I was untouchable a few games ago. So Chelsea are going to be a very, very good team. They don't have very good jumping reach. They do create good set pieces, though. But I'm guessing they're not going to win a lot of balls. They don't have great jumping reach. Let's go near post. Let's go near post. And what we might do is do some attacking corners. But we are on a good run. And this is awesome since we lost those 2 games. What you will notice about the way this team plays, there are no draws in here. It's just either a win or a defeat. There is no room for draws with this team. You either win or you lose. It's as simple as that. And let's hope it's going to be a victory against Chelsea. I've got to think about rotating this team a little bit. Borgia probably can come in for Jesus Abba. I'm not too afraid of Chelsea. Where is Borgia? There he is, Santiago. So we'll give him a little game. Van, not so sure. Peterson, maybe I'll bring Arwell Davis back and put Guehi in for Moscardo. No, Moscardo is going to be suspended for the Olympic Lyon game, isn't he? So, but I think we have West Ham in between, do we? Yeah. No. So, how does that affect this? So, Moscardo is going to be suspended, so he might as well play again. And we're going to put Sidemar. I'm going to play Waneri on the left wing. I'm going to change it around too much. I'm going to give Musiala a break, as well as Florian. Actually, no. Carioca can come on. And Gray, who will miss the Olympic Lyon game, he can come on, play up front. Sidemar can come on for Lauren. Kamalo can have a little spell on the bench, perhaps. I need midfielders, don't I? Guehi. Give Mbappe a rest. Musiala. Florian Wirtz. I'm going to give Musiala a rest. Bring on Andrew Hatch. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do against Chelsea to rotate the team so much, but I do tend to think that if I don't rotate teams, we tend to lose fixtures like this. Chelsea in second is going to be tough. I don't know what you guys think, but we've got this really odd situation with Manchester United, or indeed Spurs, because I think both of them could still finish in 17th. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. I think both of them could still finish in 17th. So you could, in essence, have a team finishing 17th, one place above relegation, playing in the Champions League next season. And I wonder, should the rules be changed on automatic qualification for the Champions League in that situation? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we be thinking about changing the rules? Because you can't have a team that finishes 17th getting into the Champions League. It's insane. And yeah, of course, we do want Ramirez back, otherwise he'll get upset. Van for Peterson. Waneri is injured now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's completely rotate against Chelsea. Landerson as the DLP. Carioca, Lauren, Wirtz and Gray. Now, I want to give Wirtz a little spell. Although I might not be able to now. He might have to play. Yeah, it looks like to me. No, we'll put Musiala back on there. It's a little bit rotated. Lauren, did he play in the last game? No, he didn't. So let's play Lauren for Carioca. Siedemar. Yeah, why not? And take Kamalo off the bench. It's a fairly strong bench. But this game worries me because we are 6 points clear of Chelsea, and we are due to lose. We lose a few games using this system, and we are due to lose. So Chelsea is probably where it's going to happen. Wouldn't surprise me to see a 5-4 here. It's one of those games. This is probably it. I don't know. Predictions, guys. I remember some team won the FA Cup and got relegated some time back. Whoa, who would that be? That's got to be worth a Google, hasn't it? Who would that be? They changed the rules 8 years ago with Man United winning the Europa League and getting Champions League the season after. Also this season. Wigan Athletic. Good call, Callum. Good call. I don't think we've had anybody ever relegated and then being in Europe, have we? Have we ever seen anyone relegated and then end up in Europe? We do need to start playing Andrew Hatch. Probably the Velociraptor. Did we think about him? Chateauneuf comes onto the bench. Oh, he's unregistered. So it will be Ben Beck on the bench. I remember him having an absolute shocker when we brought him on. Andrew Hatch does need some game time. The Velociraptor's already playing. Come on, boys. We can do this. Manchester City and Chelsea could close the gap on us if we don't. We've got to be good here today. He wants to change my inverted fullback to wing backs. You're having a laugh. He wants to play in a low block. And that's interesting. I can adjust the lines. Do I want to play in a low block or do I want to just go at them? I'm going to push the line up for Chelsea and just go at them, I think. I don't feel like defending against Chelsea in any way. I think we need to dominate the game, create chances, and put them away. We are the favourites. Our home form is very important to us, so let's get out there and make the most of it. Our away form is very important as well, but I do need to go, because I forgot, and adjust the opposition instructions. They're playing a 4-3-3 as well, are they? He's good. Probably not him, but definitely not him. So we will type mark both of those as we normally do. I'm not quite sure whether they're going to play with inside forwards. We shall see very soon, I guess. Chelsea are going to have opportunities. I'm guessing we are going to create opportunities. We've created 3. Haven't got a shot on target yet. That's an indication that my assistant is right, that we should have gone into the low block. I don't know how that works in FM, but it is an indication that we should be playing in the low block. Chelsea are playing across the pitch, as I thought they might. It's looking a little bit better, but we are absolutely dominating Chelsea at the moment. But the problem is we are not getting any shots on target. And that is an indication that the lines are all wrong. And if we can get these lines right, we should beat Chelsea. Come on, there's a ball out wide. Oh, it was a terrible pass, Van Van. But if we get the lines wrong, we are probably going to lose to Chelsea. And something is not right. You can see that already, because our shots are off target. And I don't know why the game works this way, but that's the way the game works. Musiala's in, though. Musiala's got a chance. It's 1-0. We are ahead. We can go 9 points clear of Chelsea here. It's just... It's about time we got a shot on target. But they're such good players. They should be able to... They should be able to get some shots on target. Musiala, put it away. Not just them, 2 teams. Ipswich got relegated. Really? I don't remember that one. They were in the Europa League or the Europa Conference League. Which one were they in, Callum? Come on, let's make it 2, boys. Looks like the rotated team has done us the power of good. It's Borgia at the back post who's made it 2-0. And don't get sent off, Gray, and we'll do okay. Suddenly, we've started hitting the target. All my worries seem to be over as we are halfway through the first half. Let's put Chelsea away. Chelsea still have not had a shot on goal. And we've certainly just overrun them. And I did think it was probably the best thing just to go and attack them. They are definitely playing through the middle. I expected them to play in front of us. It does kind of suggest to me that they're probably going to be playing with wing-backs. So I'm going to ask the inverted full-backs to close down a little bit more. Not with wing-backs, but with inside forwards. And then hopefully we'll stop any nonsense from the edge of our corners of our penalty area. So at the moment, we've dominated this game, perfectly happy with how things are going. Unless Chelsea get a goal back, that's exactly how I would expect Chelsea to be playing, all across the field. And you might be winning, but this could all change. Do not let it happen. And I don't think I need to have a word with anybody in particular. Everybody seems to be playing well. Let's have a look at the opposition. Have they made any subs? No, that's working fine. And let's go out there and get some more bags, some more... Oh, Gray has got himself injured now, has he? Marvellous. Looks like time for Kamalo. I wonder if Kamalo is strong enough, though. Might not be the game for Kamalo. What a chance! Oh, what a chance. Looks like Gray has to come off. He's not going to recover from that. So we'll just see this corner. Oh, checking for a penalty. Are we going to get another penalty? Looks like a penalty. And we didn't get the review box, which means it'll probably pop up somewhere else in the game. But Musiala has Panenka. Oh, yes. Musiala's made it 3-0. What a game he's having. I think we can actually bring Kamalo on now. Oh, I took him off the bench, didn't I? That's now why I don't have a striker. Musiala can go up top. He's having a great game. Florian Wirtz can come onto the left wing. And just keep doing what you're doing, boys. So does it mean we are going to lose Gray for a couple of weeks as well? The UEFA Cup, it would have been 2001. They went down and were in Europe. Yeah, it would have been the Fairs Cup or something like that it was called in those days, wasn't it? Long time ago, that. Long time ago. I mean, so long, I can't even remember that far back. I have trouble remembering last week. And Chelsea are back in it. Is it going to be one of those 5-4s? This is insane tactic. And I'm going to have a quick look at what happened here. Yeah, it was just a mistake by the centre back. So it wasn't anything to do with the inverted fullbacks. It was just a mistake. They've only had 2 shots, 2 on target, but they've scored. We need to do better in front of goal. We're not really that great in front of goal. So what I am going to do is I'm going to listen to my assistant. I'm just going to pull them back into a low block. And sometimes what happens when you go into a low block is that they manage to get more shots on target. I don't know why. Matman. Who is he? Already type marking him. Left foot and close him down. I'm not quite sure why we are allowing him so much space. I mean, fair play, we have been the better team. It doesn't mean that we are going to win the game because teams playing against us... Oh, there is a change. There's much more of a shift to moving the ball outside. So if I'm correct, we will score another goal because we've gone into the low block. We shall see. If I'm not correct, if they are going outside, the thing to do would be to stop this. So hopefully that will stop any nonsense. Time to make some changes. Lots of tired players. Moscardo is very tired. Andrew Hatch can come on and have a game. Look at, bless him. Might pull Anderson back actually and have Hatch playing further up. Although he doesn't like to do that. He's better as a DM. Okay. We'll play him as the DM. And the two, Peterson and Stimmich. And I've only got one more, which needs to be João Neves. So I can bring Landerson back. Put Hatch as the DLP. And I can bring Carioca on into central midfield. And let's hope we can just see this game out now. 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so. Let's just see the game out. We've dominated Chelsea. They've only had 3 attempts. They've scored from one of them, but I would expect teams to score from 1 in 3 against us. I would expect that. Especially good teams. Well, that's a lovely pass. Go on, Florian. The low block seems to have done a lot better for us. Penalty, ref. Go on, Florian. What a chance. It's 4-1. There you go. We've got. I did say if we go into the low block, we'll score another one. And it's an interesting thing about FM24. If you're not getting shots on target, try going into the low block. And often you'll find you score again. And we've noticed that over the year and a half that we've been playing FM24. But it's now 4-1. We are absolutely taking Chelsea apart. They are in second. And that takes us up to 109 goals for the season so far in the Prem. There's still probably 10 games or so to go. We could be smashing Manchester City's record. And we've absolutely put Chelsea to sleep. They've hardly troubled us at all. 6 minutes. Can we get another one in time added on? Go on. Another highlight. Here's the highlight. Go on. Lovely pass. Velociraptor into the box. What a chance we've hit the post. It's still going. Still going. Go on, Hatch. Lovely pass over the top. The Velociraptor can't get on top of it. And it's still 4-1. We're not going to get that 5th goal. It would be lovely to beat Chelsea 5-1. We were beaten by Chelsea in the corresponding fixture at Stamford Bridge, so it's nice to get one over on them. If teams play well against us, they will find tons of space in our defence because we just only have 3 back. And the 2 inverted fullbacks often leave the central defender on his own, which is not very nice. But we've beaten Chelsea 4-1. Our run goes on. And who was it said we're going to win the lot? It was Callum. I'm not sure. It would be nice to win the lot. We are now 9 points clear with 9 games to go. Oh, he's out for 2 or 3 weeks now. Musiala, absolutely outstanding for a change. 7 wins in the trot. We've had more than 7 wins in the trot, haven't we? Oh, 7 Premier League wins. We've actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the wins on the trot in all competitions. That's not too bad. And not too shabby at all, that. I think we need... When is the next game? Yeah, we need to keep resting them. Absolutely need to keep resting them. Florian can have a rest as well. 3 injuries now. And every one of them is a key player. They're all key players. It's just... But 2 of them are very key players. Akim Gray and Badgetic. But we do have players who can step up. What happened to Manchester City then? Oh, they haven't played yet. That's why. They will go back second. So I'm guessing we'll just be 8 points clear by the time City have thrashed Middlesbrough. Looks... Oh no, still no result on that one. Oh, losing Gray. Who have we actually got injured at the moment? Current injuries. Akim Gray, Waneri, 9 days, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Forget about them for a couple of weeks. All of them. Just forget about them. The boys are going to have to step up. Man City have gone to within 7 points of us. But I think we have a much better goal difference. So it'll probably make it 8. Olympic Lyon. Let's not get somebody sent off, shall we? And then we should win this comfortably. Just want to check. Direct counter-attack. I'm going to play with that standard line. I now need to pick the team. I don't know if I'm going to have enough players to put on the bench. I definitely not going to have a full bench. So Pascal Puertes comes in. Borja is not registered. Jesus Abba comes in the middle. So that's the bench that I've got. Oh, my goodness me. Peterson and Guehi. Is it time? Is it actually time to give Marcos a game? Put Peterson on the bench. I've got loads of defenders. 2 midfielders. Florian Wirtz comes in for Landerson. Arwell Davis and Mbappe. Mbappe has to play up top. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bench. And all this at the bottom. Oh, I still have to pick a... So Landerson... Guehi probably... Where's Moscardo? Is he not registered, Moscardo? Oh, he's suspended, isn't he? So Guehi will come in here. And Stimac or Van Van will come in. It's not the greatest team. And maybe we are going out of the Champions League at this stage. I'll be broken-hearted if we do. FM doesn't do that to you very often. I'll be broken-hearted. I think we'll go along with what the assistant says. I think we don't need any special planning for this. I do just want to check. Yeah, 2 inverted wingers. So I do want to make sure my fullbacks are closing down a little bit more. He's confident enough to give Steam Match a game. I wouldn't be... Who's this guy? Doing particularly well. Let's see if he can play. Yeah, he can go onto the bench, just in case. So, yeah, the only thing I have to remember is to get my fullbacks to close down just a little bit more. Not too much, but just a little bit more. Champions League. Tottenham beat Arsenal 7-2. That is a result and a half. So come on, boys, come on. Player is good enough to play a part here. Yeah, we'll do that then. He's getting lots of game time at the moment because of the injuries. And because we're having to... Oh, one air he can play, can he? Is he on the bench? Not yet. He's now on the bench. Let's go and beat Olympic Lyon, boys. We've got this. Push higher up. How much higher up do you want to go? Probably we'll push one notch up. I will listen to him on that. Let's go and beat Olympic Lyon. Let's get into the quarterfinals, boys. Teams like this should be in the quarterfinals. So what's going on here? Lavia, we type marked him last time, didn't we? As well as this geezer, and as well as this geezer. The rest, Borges caused us problems last time. We do have to keep an eye on him. We're favourites for a reason. I'm expecting solid defence. Let's get out there. Let's do this, boys. We're the home team. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. Thanks for popping along. And we are still going. We're still on this run, and I'm hopeful that we will progress against Olympic Lyon. It's only 2-1, having had Gray sent off in the first leg. And we are missing a few players with suspension and injuries, but we have got a squad hopefully big enough to cope with it. And let's get this victory, boys. Nice one. Musiala's in. It's hit the post. He had to score. He had to score then. How did you not score? Come on, let's take them apart, boys. That's in, though. Jesus Abba doesn't miss. It's 1-0. And I think we are going to comfortably win this tie. Jesus Abba showing Musiala what to do, showing Mbappe what to do. He doesn't miss. What a defender he is. And it is 1-0. This tactic is absolutely insane. But not only is it the tactic, we have just got possibly the best group of players assembled here that any team has ever seen. At full strength, it must be very scary for the opposition. Even at half strength, it would be very scary for if I was the opposition. Another chance. It's 2-0. João Neves. It's 2-0. Can get an early goal. If we can get an early goal, we've got 2 early goals now. And it's 2-0. I think it's tie over. I think it's all. All is forgiven from the first leg. Poor goalkeeping. If that was my goalkeeper, he'd be in big trouble. But I don't care about the opposition goalkeeper. We are blasting them at the moment. They have not really caused us any problems whatsoever. And we are just taking them apart. There's only 13 minutes gone. It can all change. But if we can keep this up, keep this pressure up. What's really interesting is that they are trying to get behind me. I am going to actually ask my fullbacks to close down a little bit more, because I do worry that it might not be that wide. I have no idea why I'm guessing that. They might be playing narrow because they have these two inverted wingers. So I'm just guessing that it's narrow, so therefore I want my fullbacks to close down a little bit more. But that's a sheer guess because I have no idea. Just based on the chart and based on the information I had before the game, they are definitely playing more down the flanks than they are through the middle. And that's an indication that they are playing wide. But they're not wide. You can see they're not wide. And we hopefully should be able, because he's not good on his right foot. So we should be able to stop them. Although they're not as narrow as I thought. He is coming in narrow now, though. He's coming in narrow. That's the focus. And they're through. They've got a chance and they've scored. And they are back in it. It's 4-2. It's going to be one of those ridiculous games. Oh, boy. Everybody, though, is still composed. Nobody's a bit stressed or frustrated. And there it is. It's that you could see both of these wingers are in these areas. So we're right to have the line up. And we're right to close those inverted wingers down a bit more. It's 2-2. They are definitely back in it. Oh my goodness me. This is not looking good now. You have to shout at them. You have to demand more. It's another own goal. That's 2 own goals we've scored in the first 2 games. We scored an own goal in the first leg, and suddenly they have come back into the game. And I think I need to bring my line back. I think I need to just pull my line back a little bit, because they're running at us, and it would just give us a little bit more time. We need to stand off them a little bit. Nicely done, though. Florian, good boy. Find the pass. Come on, we need another goal now, boys. Another goal before half-time. Lovely job. Musiala's in the clear. Go on, son. Little Paul into the box. It's 3-2. Florian Wirtz has made it 3-2. And I did say this might turn out to be one of these crazy 5-4s. But we are just about holding our own. Europe maybe is where we're going to slip up. City slipped up in Europe playing this way. In fact, in the semi-final, they lost 13-5 to Real Madrid. So Europe might be where we slip up with this team and this tactic. City did. I hope not. I hope we can go all the way. It will be some final if we can get all the way. But I do fancy we might slip up against these big European teams. It's just too open at the back. And as Lyon are showing, you might be winning, but that could all change. You weren't that bad. Keep going. You weren't that bad, Mbappe. but you can do even better. So they have, oh, that's good news, is that he's got injured. And he's the one who's not that great. So he got a weaker foot, this boy. Yeah, his left foot. I remembered that from the last game. So let's get out. Let's get a bag full of goals in the second half. They've only had 4, but they've scored with 2. So we need to go and get a couple more, boys, and scare the living daylights out of them. It is a little bit across the pitch, but I want the line, I think, back because of those inverted wingers. It just gives us a little bit more time at the back to deal with through balls and stuff, and wingers running on to through balls. We are quite pacey at the back. Jesus Abba, again, showing his class. He is a world-class central defender, but he's on his own. And it does worry me that there's space. So that's why I've got the line back a bit. There's a lot of through balls going on here. I wouldn't mind them shooting from out there. That's fine. But we just need to stop those through balls for these wingers that are running onto them. And we're doing that at the moment. And if we can just get another goal, my nerves will be eased. We are 5-3 on aggregate, but I don't think this game is over yet. It's a good idea, but unfortunately, Mbappe was not on the same wavelength. Come on. Why is he wasting time? That's a lovely pass. It's Jesus Abba. Brilliant technique. Lovely pass. Go on, Musiala. Little ball into the box now. Just a little pass. No, he's going on his own. Oh, I'd expect Musiala to score that. Well, we've got the momentum back. They pinched it for a little while. But it's now 5-3. I'm happier that we're ahead 5-3 rather than 4-3. This game is not over by a long shot. And here's one of those through balls coming, is it? No, that's why we've got the line back. Oh, what a chance. Mbappe. It's gone in. It's the Velociraptor. It's 4-2. It's now 6-3 on aggregate. Phew. And now we can relax a little bit. There's always goals with this tactic and this team. Sometimes it goes against us, though, Emmy. Sometimes we can lose heavily as well as win heavily. We're playing with only one central defender. It's the old 1940s, 1950s WM style. And we've only got one central defender and a couple of inverted fullbacks. And we're very open at the back. So if we don't play well, then we can get hammered. Luckily, I've got probably the best central defender in the world in Jesus Abba. And he just has been outrageously good. He's not having his finest game. Complacent, Marcos. That's not very good. I need to fire him up. João Neves is very tired. He does need a rest. He's played a lot of football. Landerson can come on for him. Musiala probably needs a rest as well. Waneri can come on. He's fit. And that's all I need to do for now. He was a big part of the journeyman save, James. I found him in the youth team in Coritiba in Brazil when we were playing in Brazil before Newcastle. Oh, get in! Mbappe makes it 5. It's now 7-3. And then I sold, if you remember, if you followed that, I sold Marcos from Coritiba to Manchester United as a very young 19-year-old. And then Jesus Abba came through the ranks along with Kumalo, who I found in South Africa before. So those three went to Newcastle, 2 from Coritiba. I took Kumalo to Coritiba. Oh, brilliant stuff. And then, go on, son, go on. Oh, unlucky. So, yeah, Jesus Abba is just, I don't even think he's that old. How old is Jesus Abba now? He's still only 24. Yeah, I first played him as a 17-year-old in Coritiba. And then when I came to Newcastle after winning the Libertadores in South America, first thing I did was buy Marcos for Newcastle. So I then had Marcos and Jesus Abba from Coritiba, and also I had up top Kumalo from Coritiba, who previously was with Sundowns in South Africa. So they're all young boys that came through the journeyman save. So it's possibly one of the very best saves that I've ever done. It was really good fun. Lots of different parts of the world. Well, there's got to be a goal. It's got to be. And there you can see, Emmy, how much space there is for the opposition in midfield, in the middle of our defence. It just cut us open easily then. So yeah, those boys all came through the youth ranks. But Jesus Abba's gone on to probably be the best central defender in the world, in FM, of course. The Velociraptor's tired. The trouble is I don't have too many central midfielders. Karaoke can come on there. Lauren is tired. Lauren's very tired. So Arwell Davis can come on there, and we'll switch those over. And my goalkeeper's having an absolute shocker. I'm not bringing Big Ben back on, though. I remember the tragedy of his last game. Okay, that will do. Let's see this game. It is 5-3 on aggregate, 7-4 on aggregate, 5-3 on the night. If you've got a very, very good defence and your attack is half decent and you've got enough midfielders, they don't have to be brilliant because it's a direct system, and then you probably do well with this tactic. You're going to concede tons of goals, but you're also going to score a lot of goals. Oh, what a chance. Lauren is not having a great game. Oh, it's one area now. He's carrying on the good work on that right-hand side. Come on, boys. This is not good enough. I'm actually going to now push the line up a little bit, just because they are looking to shoot from the edge of the box and they've got in again, and what a poor finish. And this is why I think we may well be suspect in Europe. We might win the Prem by a street. I might even win the FA Cup, who knows. But in Europe, we're not going to go all the way in Europe. Defensively, we're so leaky. We got another one. Mbappe has made it 6. It was going to be one of those games. It's now 8-4. I think that's probably game over. Yeah, give it a try. There's a video on it, the 1940s, 50s WM style, where you can download it. Just have a look at the video, how I use it, how it works, and give it a go. It's really fun, especially if you have a good team. Aston Villa did really well when I tested it with Villa. Aston Villa did really well, especially considering that when I tested it, of course, I go away on holiday. It's another one. It's 6-4 on the night and 8-5 on aggregate. I just don't believe what's going on here. The goalkeeper's having a shocker. But Jesus Abba still on an 8 at centre back there. Well, he's now gone down to 7.9. I just don't believe what happened there. No, I can't say that's how you handle I'm going to say I'm happy with the result. I don't want to upset them at the moment. It really there wasn't what I wanted to say. The defence was shocking. The craziest match was 6-5. I get a lot of them. I get a lot of that stuff. I get a lot of 7-1 wins. We've had a 9-0. We haven't got the 10 yet, though. But this, I mean, you got to remember, this looks fun because they are a world-class team. It's probably best left to use until you have a world-class team. not with your Lutons or your Brentford. But yeah, Villa did very well, especially like I was saying, the director of football. I went on holiday, left him to it, and he actually offloaded most of the first team squad and didn't replace them. So they actually only had 19 in the squad. And unfortunately, they also then, in the last month and a half of the season, they had the most outrageous injury crisis, which happened to them. And they lost their last 8 games, unfortunately. Still finished in 9th. So they would have done a lot better if they'd had a full squad. When are we playing next? 4 days. So even Aston Villa did particularly well as well. So if you've got a half-decent team, give it a try. I wouldn't try it with a team battling for relegation, though. Although, I don't know, why not? Yeah, I also have Mbappe and Akim Gray. And I have, like, Arwell Davis. I have Peterson. Badgetic, who is a late developer. He's now a 5-star. I have, yeah, Karaoke is an extremely good player. The Velociraptor, he's a great player as well. They're all good players. Oh, West Ham. But it's still, despite that, the tactic is still very vulnerable. No, they don't play wing play, and I've had this with Ipswich. So we need to push the line up against West Ham. I can beat West Ham with Ipswich every time. So if they playing that way. So now cup quarter final against West Ham. I wish it was the cup final. It's performed especially well. Well done, Sam. Well done. No, I can't put him in there. I need a goalkeeper for the Champions League. No, we're going to keep him in the first team squad. Why not? Marcos could be as good as Jesus Aber. He could be a good player then. Landerson, has he been that good? Nah, he hasn't been that good at all. Musiala, on the other hand, has been exceptionally good. His morale is not very good. I don't know why. Vision, objective achieved. Reaching the quarterfinals then is the latter stages. Oh God, these questions. We all believe in ourselves. Everybody believes in the club. They're quite good from set pieces. They do have... No, Ward-Prowse is gone now, isn't he? Of course he's gone. Yeah, I use Work the Space, his skin. But it is the old one. It's not his newest one. I don't know if you can get the old one still. But this is the one that I downloaded last year. I believe he's updated it, and there might be a few things that are different. The Velociraptor is happy now. Florian Wirtz looks like he's signed a new contract. What's he doing with the money? Are we all right with money? Yeah, we're fine. So Wirtz has signed a new contract. I don't know. Maybe we should do defending corners. I think probably corners a bit better. I think probably we need to rotate as much as we can as well for this game. Because I don't want to put the first team out here. Who have I got next? Middlesbrough. Well, maybe we should play the first team here. And then Middlesbrough we can rotate. Sesko. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't got Sesko. But I've got Akim Gray instead. Akim Gray is quite incredible. No, I don't think we're going to be doing this. So I'll pick my own team. So Ramirez will come back in. And then we will have... Peterson didn't play last time. And where he did play last time, Arwell Davis didn't. Moscardo. Neves, he wants to play every game like Wirtz. So let them play every game. If they think they're fit enough. Bajcetic is coming back to fitness. Been 4 to 9 days. The Velociraptor, yeah, we'll keep the Velociraptor in there. I'm going to play one Airy. Oh, I can't, he's not fit. That's a shame because I've still got Siedemar can come on the bench. Still got Gray out. Is that left wing? We're still short on the left wing, aren't we? So I'm going to have to play Musiala. Or push Davis up here and play Stimac. Davis loves playing as the left winger. Where he can come on the bench. So let's get this sorted out then. Marcos is one fullback. Van the other. Oh, we could play Van actually for Match. There we go. That works better for me. And then this is where it gets tricky. Andrew Hatch and Carioca, Musiala and Waneri. That'll do. Is it time for Kamalo to have a pop? Maybe it's time for Kamalo. And Florian Wirtz has just signed a new contract. 2-year contract worth 55 million. Lovely jubbly. Bad characters in world football. Mbappe became available for 89 million. I just thought he's a bit old. He's 34. But in terms of his physicals, and he's not declining. His agility isn't quite as good as it was, but he's still got his pace. I mean, he was available for 89 million. I just went and bought him, thinking he will definitely give the squad a boost. And boy, it's such fun. But we got to focus on the cup now. Can we beat West Ham? We are at home. And Tottenham made it Everton. So Tottenham and Everton. See, there's not many big teams left in the cup. Premier League, we're still 7 points clear. Manchester City lost to Wolves. Where are Wolves? Because they also beat Liverpool 5-0. Wolves, just before we came on air. So they are beating the big teams. We have to be careful when we come up against Wolves. So, come on, let's win this cup match. And then we go into the Middlesbrough game thinking we're going to get 5 out of 5 again this week. Come on, boys. Come on. He does want my... I'm not playing them as wing-backs. No, again, we've got this lower line of engagement. He is generally quite correct when he says play in a low block. He's very smart, my assistant, when it comes to that. I think that team should be beating West Ham. So let's go and do it. Let's go and beat them. This could be a game that we lose, though. No, I don't want the defence to pick up where they left off. We are favourites for a reason. I'm expecting solid defence today. Let's go with some quality. Zlatan Lewandowski, yep, absolutely. I'm not sure Neymar goes into that list, James. Neymar was a bit of a bad boy, wasn't he? Pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't followed his career very much, but it doesn't strike me as the... I just felt Neymar was a little bit arrogant, like the Cristiano Ronaldo type. I'd put Cristiano Ronaldo in the bad characters list. Not in his early days, perhaps under Ferguson, but certainly later on. He just became really a little bit too full of himself in the end. I'm going to go to my assistant now. And we're just going to take those two out, as well as this guy. And Yeah, I'm happy with that. But I'm going to ask these to close down a bit more. It might be that the low block becomes necessary. My assistant is very good at identifying when to play in the low block. He doesn't often get it wrong. So I do bear it in mind. And if we're not scoring, again, you can see the shots are not on target. And if we're not getting shots on target, then I am always tempted to take his advice. They are trying to go outside us. But again, without highlights, I suspect that they're playing narrow, that they're not trying to get out around the back, that they're actually playing narrow. Hard to say without any highlights, but so far so good. We seem to be keeping them at bay. But they have got the first highlight. This always worries me. There has not been an entire highlight in 30 minutes. And they have the first one. Unless we can pinch this ball. Come on. Come on, boys. Don't lose to West Ham. Good Lord. That was a shot from 40 yards. Peterson has a bruised shin. I don't want any more injuries, so I'm going to take him off. And we're going to bring Mark Goss on. Just when he went to PSG, yeah. I mean, we are clearly the better team, but you can see we're not getting shots on target. So I'm going to go and listen to my assistant and go into this low block. And it generally does help you to get shots on target. I don't know why. We should hopefully start to see our shots on target going up, that ratio going up. And if we can get our shots on target, we're going to score a couple with this team. But we're also going to concede goals. If we don't score, we will eventually concede. Nobody's mood is nobody's playing particularly badly. You got a 6.6 there for Vertzi. And what I'm going to do is just have a quick look at his attributes. There must be some area of weakness. Something that's not quite right. Could be his aggression. So what I'm going to do with Vertzi... Oh, have we got an injury again? We have, haven't we? No, we haven't. What I'm going to do with him is tell him to fire him up. Make him a little bit more aggressive. If he's not that... I'm not happy. Yeah, definitely not happy. Mbappe, dreadful. João Neves, some of these I'm not happy with your... Come on, boys. We're better than this, you know. Now they are playing across the middle. That's more like what I would expect to see from West Ham. And now you can see our shots on target have gone up. And that's because we've gone into the low block, and I don't know why that works. It's quite odd. And if we can get shots on target, Jesus, Abba, he doesn't miss. He will put one away. And that is the strangest thing about FM24. And I always, like when my assistant says, play in a low block, then I always keep it in the back of my head. Always. Because he's probably 9 times out of 10 right. And you can see shots on target now are much improved. And I don't know why that happens. I don't know why it affects whether we get shots on target or not, but it's an FM thing, that. Chance! Oh, he's put it wide. The Velociraptor. Come on. It's still only 1-0, though. 1 goal is not enough in terms of beating records. And Sulemena, who is he? Oh, he's already type marked. So we'll turn him onto his left foot. One of the other things that I tend to do with West Ham teams is to get these two to pass in the opposite direction, pass the way that they don't want to pass. But being as it's not Bowen, then and Elanga, then I don't need to do that with this particular team. But West Ham teams with Bowen in it will always look for Bowen. You'll find there are, like, for most of the game, they're 100% focused down their right-hand side. They always look for Bowen. Well, what kind of a throw-in was that? Come on, boys, it's only 1-0. This is not enough. You know 1-0 is not enough with only one central defender. West Ham are actually defending very deep themselves, aren't they? So I guess it's going to be who best can counter-attack. They could easily score. Easily find gaps. He was offside, wasn't he? I think he was offside. We've been quite fortunate with the offsides. I think he was offside. Yeah, disallowed. Could see that with my eyes. I don't need the lines. There's too many VARs in the game. I could see that he was offside. Okay, we have to make some changes now. Some players are not playing very well. Mbappe has picked up, but Van's not playing very well. Stimac, who is the great hope left back of the future. Jesus Abbott, like 7.8 again. And bless him, he's playing all on his own there. Anderson for Neves. Arwell Davis hasn't had his greatest game. Can Lauren play over on the left? No. So I got lots of... I'm going to give Kamalo a game. We'll leave it at that. And just see if Kamalo... This is the kind of game that Kamalo could just go and make the difference. Go on, son. It's a shame about Kamalo. He's just not quite good enough to make it in this team. Or he would be my third Coritiba player, but he's just not quite good enough. And we are not quite good enough today. Let's demand more from all of them. We got to do better. Well done. Somebody at last put in a bit of a shift there. Go on, Kamalo. Now, see, he's not quite good enough. And Kamalo's mistake has left them in. And they've scored this time. And it's 1-1. And I am not too happy. I do not want a replay. Or will it just go straight to penalties? This is another shocking performance. This is what happens. We've just got one central defender and he's getting caught. And I know what's going on. That's the problem. That is the problem. But now I have to totally disregard my assistant manager and just go for it. We've got to go for it now. Come on, boys. Let's go for it. Who's tired? The Velociraptor. I won't be happy going out of the cup to West Ham. Go on, son. Go on. Lovely pass. Must be. It is. It's 2-1. Oh, what a manager. What? I have no idea why I did that. There's just not enough highlights here. Karaoke can come on. Get in. We are not going out of the cup. We have somehow managed to get ourselves back in. Is it offside though? No, it's awarded. I don't know why you would have thought that was offside. Come on, let's sew it up now. Oh, this is still the... What is the goalkeeper doing? Yeah, we know. It wasn't offside. We know. But I think justifiably, we've gone back into the lead. Jesus Abba definitely needs a rest in the next game. But we've been lucky here, but I don't want to tell the team that. I want to keep their morale on the up. Because their morale isn't that great, and it's because they can't get the playing time that they want, so their morale isn't brilliant. Jesus, Abba, absolutely outstanding work then. Players like Steematch and Hatch probably need to play more as we get towards the end of the season. Almost. Come on, pick up the second ball. Nicely done. Oh, poor pass from Landerson. Let's not give them another goal. They're going to get in here. Good tackle, but they've still got a chance. They're still going to get in. They've missed. I thought it was going to penalties. Oh, I am going to go back into the low block now. I'm going to pull my line down a little bit. Just try and stop any direct nonsense that they might be thinking of playing. It's all going on here in the Cup quarter-final. Oh, it's 8 minutes. That means there's going to be one more highlight for sure. Who's going to get the highlight? It's going to be West Ham. Come on, we need to win this ball. We cannot afford... Well done. Now then, launch a counter. Go on, Lauren. It's a long time since you've done something. Into the box. What a chance. Comes out Landerson. Go on. Hit it. Moscardo. Go on, have a poke. Oh, what a chance. It's not going in, though. We still got it. What a chance. Go on, turn. Come on, Moscardo. You don't mind having a shot from there. It's gone in. Karaoke's got it. It's 3-1. And finally, we can breathe. Oh, boy. He's not that great, though, Lewis Miley, in FM, is he? He doesn't come... Like, his attributes don't strike me as a player worth buying. And yet, he's not a bad young footballer in real life. He's just one of those that FM haven't quite caught up with. Oh, well done, boys. Well done. Jesus Abba, outstanding again. Another man of the match for Jesus Abba. What a defender he is. Oh, nicely done, Landerson. Steematch isn't having a bad game. He looks quite composed out there in this company. Oh, that's what Lauren does. 4-1 now. A big upgrade for the next step. If there is going to be a next FM, James. What an assist. What a lovely goal. Oh, that's what Lauren does. He does a few of those. And now it's 4-1. And I don't know where that came from. Because at one point I was really worried we were going out. 4-1, we'll take that. And it's 4 goals as well in our quest. I'm happy with the result and the way you played. Second half was outstanding. So who's left? Well, that's Premier League. And we're still 6 points clear of Chelsea and 7 of Manchester City, and we have a game in hand. So that's pretty cool. Peterson, that's only 1 to 3 days. What a strike that was by Lauren. What a goal. So we just keep going. There's no 6 days, so nobody needs a rest. There's nothing to indicate that it's coming to an end, except we are playing Middlesbrough next to it down the bottom of the table, and it is a northeast derby. We need the draw for the Champions League as well. Oh, Aber, I was going to give him a rest anyway. But that's just for the FA Cup. He can still play in... Does it apply to all games? The ban will apply for FA Cup matches only. So... he's still available for the Prem and for Europe. Smash Middlesbrough 6-2. You reckon? We need Joe here. Joe's the optimist. Joe would be calling it 10. Oh, boy. Middlesbrough. I mean, come on. They're good crossers of the ball. And yeah, I'm struggling. What does that say? Don't know. We'll have a look at the data hub. But they're not very good at set pieces, which is good. We should do a bit of attacking practice. And we should be near post. Yeah, we're near post. Let's have a look at the data hub. Route 1, huh? Well, with Route 1, we have to. We can't take any chances with Route 1. We need to drop that line down for Route 1. I'm getting players back from injury shortly as well, which is good news. Oh, shall we have a look at the draw? The FA Cup draw. Who's left in it? Tottenham, Newcastle, Everton, or Arsenal, Man United, or Nottingham Forest? That's the one we'll get. Arsenal, Man United. Oh no, we got Tottenham. Beat Tottenham, it'll be a final. I think Tottenham beat us before, though. How does that work? Why are there 3 teams left in there? I think Tottenham beat us earlier in the season. Yeah, they beat us 2-0. So that bodes well. That bodes very well. I don't know how we lost that game, but lose it we did. They just exposed the big holes in the middle. Injuries are still coming in, though. Come on, Middlesbrough next. Let's make it 5 from 5. Is it? Would it be 5 from 5? Yeah, that's where we came in, didn't we? So let's make it 5 from 5. Goals scored now in the Premier League, 109. We have conceded 40, which does show how vulnerable you are at the back. Ryan Caswell is another one who's a good player, going to be a very good player. Regen, of course. I think. Middlesbrough won't cope. I don't know. I don't know. So Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest and now have to play their quarter-final against Arsenal. Is that how it works? Yeah, they now have to play the quarter-final against Arsenal. So it will either be Manchester United or Arsenal from that side who get to the... I can't see Everton getting to... Borgia's happy. Oh, Guer, he's injured now. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Are you having a laugh? How many players have actually got out now again? 5. Shao Neves, though, 1 to 2 days. He's not important. Gray is back in 5 days. Badgetic in 3. Doesn't mean they're fit to play, though. It's got to be a rotated team against Middlesbrough anyway. I think we've got to rotate against Middlesbrough. Yeah, it is a bit of a crisis. It's becoming a little bit of a crisis, this one. 69 goals scored. Difference is like a boogie number. This isn't a given now. I think these injuries are about... Oh, we need to have a look to see the Champions League draws. So these are the quarterfinals then, are they? Dortmund. We've got a history against Dortmund. No, we're not getting them yet. Who are Blue Neri? Who's Blue Neri? Does anybody know? Who's Blue Neri? Kaskevit against Tottenham. Who knows who Blue Neri are? Is this someone like it's Inter Milan, is it? Because they don't. We're not allowed now with the licenses. That's why that's gone. Bayern against Blue Neri against Inter Milan. So we have Real Madrid. Oh my goodness me. They are the team who knocked out Manchester City. And now we have the draw for the semi-finals. Real Madrid, huh? It doesn't get any more difficult than that. Dortmund or Monaco against... Oh, so we will have Bayern or Inter. That's quite interesting. I agree with you. Okay, thanks for coming along, Emmy. Hope to see you again soon. And thanks for supporting the channel, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I agree with you there, James. I think that's the end of our run in Europe. I think. But as long as it doesn't affect our goals total... And then we must beat that goals total of 202. We have to do it. Now we got to look at changing this team for Middlesbrough because these boys need a rest. Borgia can come in for Abba. And I'm going to play Steam Match because he's not doing a bad job. And then Marcos can come in on that side. And then we are going to play João Neves. No, he's going to come out. I'm going to play Andrew Hatch. But not as the DLP, I don't think. This is tricky. I'm going to play Sidamar. This is tricky. And Landerson. No, actually, I'm going to play Landerson and Moscardo. And Hatch can go up top. Going to give him a game. Sidamar can't play. I thought he could play as a central midfielder. It's Carioca plays. Sidamar can come onto the wing. Musiala can play up top. Actually, is Gray fit yet? Not yet. So Vertzi can come on the bench. I don't know who half of these players are. Jesus Abba needs to come onto the bench. And that's it. That's all we have, basically. We are suffering from injuries. I'm going to play Kumalo up top. Put Musiala on the left wing. I think that's how I'm going to... Oh, Waneri's got himself injured now, is he? Oh, he was already injured. He's an injured player who got injured again. Now we have 6 players injured. It is becoming a crisis. I think we need to take them out of training completely. But actually, it's a team that doesn't need to train very much anyway. Just rest them and tell them to stay at home, and they'd probably get injured. They'd trip over the cat. That's probably what would happen. Or somebody would get burned doing the ironing. I'm not going to avoid injuries. It's just one of those. It's trying to stop me because I'm winning too many games. It's trying to make my life extremely difficult. Let's beat Middlesbrough. Come on, we have to beat Middlesbrough. The fans will not be happy. The fans will not be happy, and neither will I. Can I do anything about these? Yeah, all of them. Can I actually do it this way? No, I don't want to do it that way because I only want the main players. Oh, blimey. It's too much football, I'm afraid. So these must be friendlies that they're playing. Because normally I don't get the option to do this for the main players. So they must be friendlies. And I don't want to stop them playing, but 45 minutes a game is better than 90 minutes a game. That's done. So let's move on quickly. I'm going with the team that I've got. Jesus Abba needs... See, again, I'll just bear it in mind. Because he wasn't strictly, totally correct last time, but nearly correct. So we've rotated this team, and I think it's good enough. Go and impress me, because there's players who want to get into this team and can't. Go out there, impress me, so that I have no choice but to pick you. That will do. Come on, boys. Come on. I want a bag full of goals out there. This is a time for Kamalo. Have you got anything left in the tank at all for Premier League, Kamalo? Look how tiny he is. He's just like 5'5" or something. Have ever done a Scottish save? Yeah, I did. I started last year, I think. I was at Elgin and then I went on to Livingston. I couldn't take the big two out, but I did separate them. Livingston got in between them. And then I got a job somewhere else. I can't remember where I went then. But yeah, we did several seasons up in Scotland. Elgin first. We are almost gone behind. And is my assistant right? Is the low block needed for this? Or am I panicking too early? They're absolutely taking us apart. Yeah, so Scotland, fond memories, Elgin and Livingston. But sadly could not win the title, but got in between Celtic and Rangers, which wasn't too bad. And we're not winning this. And it doesn't look a lot like Route 1 either. It's more like wing stuff. Come on, lovely jubbly. Karaoke. Oh! I like them having shots from the edge of the box. I do not mind that at all. But there you go. Shots not on target again. So, just in case, we're going to come into this low block. Just in case my assistant got it right again. Good tackle. But not a great pass. Come on, Borgia. Need you to do exactly what Jesus Abba does. Dominate the back there. Nicely done. Come on, boys. On the counter. Hatches away. Come on. There's a ball out to the left. There it is. Little pass inside. No, Musiala's taking it himself. There you go. Hey, Joe. How are you doing? There you go. The proof is in the pudding. If you're not getting your shots on target, use the low block. And for some reason, it changes in FM. And that's the proof for the pudding. And I do tend to listen to when my assistant manager says use the low block. I don't start with it, but it's in the back of my head. And if I'm not getting shots on target, then I go into the low block. And it generally solves the problem. But we've been lucky so far. This is not brilliant. We need to score a couple more goals and make the manager a little happier. Nice pass, Kamalo. Go on, Musiala. Go on, son. Into the box. Chance. Nope. Kamalo's not going to win any of those headers. He's only 5'5". He used to score headed goals in Brazil and in South Africa. Go on, lovely pass. Oh, too easy. Oh, what a save. That's good football. We must be very, very close now. We've scored a bag full of goals this session, Joe. I think what we might do is count them up after this game, because we must be almost there. 20 or so short at the moment. Have I got... Yeah, what's the matter with them? There's too many of those. I don't mind you having a shot, but I don't want you to be silly about it. And at the moment, Joe, we are tanking the Prem. There's still 8 games to go. We've got 110 goals in the Prem. And then how many we've scored. I mean, we just beat Olympic Lyon 8-5 on aggregate, so we're scoring goals. We must be nearly there. Must be nearly there. Hard tackle, right foot. I do not want him taking part in the game at all. But we've only just edged this. It's very, very close, very tight. But it is a derby, and I have rotated the team so it's unrecognisable. But I've got to, with this injury crisis we have, I've got to rotate. Oof, long throw, huh? Good header. Come on, where's Kamalo? He needs a goal today. You got this, Kamalo boy. There he is. Oh, lovely pass. He's still got it. There it is. That's the one I wanted. Andrew Hatch. He's only 18 years old. That's the one I wanted. 2-0 just before half-time. 111 goals in the Prem now after 30 games. No, we don't want to do that. It slows everything down. He would go on, if I was continuing the save, Andrew Hatch would go on to be a very, very good player. He's got all the skills necessary. Landerson is having a very good game. Go on, Carioca. Go on, son. That looked like a foul, but we're playing on. Where's he going? He's could have taken a shot around about here. Come on, one more before half time. Hey Neil, how are you doing, my friend? Get in, steam match. Get in, it's 3-0. And it just keeps going. It is a train out of control. It's a train out of control, this team. Even Steam Match is getting on the end of things. I want to tell him to come off the tackles. I don't want another red card. So we are absolutely tanking them. Yeah, let's get some more shots away. Why not? Let's do that. Kamalo is having a very good game. I do notice, one of the things you notice about Kamalo, he's not as good as any of the others in this team, but he does play the DL, deep lying forward role, better than any of the others. And he comes a lot deeper to pick up the ball. He feeds in little passes into the channels. He plays that deep lying forward role better than Mbappe and Akim Gray. Unfortunately, he's not the biggest of guys, and he doesn't score many. And that's unfortunate. But for a deep lying forward, he matches them at the very minimum. And he's having a very good game today, even though he's not on the score sheet. He's been threading little passes through the channels. He's having a good game. And this little steam roller keeps rolling on. But we can't be complacent here. What? Is that a red card for us or them? It's a red card for them for a change. Which is good news. Maybe we can get some more goals now. 3-0 is never enough for me. Right. Well, one more highlight, and then we'll make some changes. Oh, get in. Cole Palmer. Okay. They've got Cole Palmer playing for them, have they? Who have I... Have I asked... I don't want Steam Match type marking him on his own. Okay. I think we've pretty much done them in. Peterson can come on here. Van can come on the other side. We will bring on... It's hard to say, really. Mbappe can come on for Kamalo. Kamalo's done his job for today. Moscardo could probably do with the rest. But I haven't got anybody who, because of the injuries. I could bring Hatch back down and bring on the Velociraptor. That'll do it. And let's see this game out, boys. Cole Palmer. I still got him on a free. I actually had Cole Palmer in my Ipswich team. Got him on a loan out of nowhere. But he didn't play particularly well. He had a season with us and did not play particularly well. When are we back with Ipswich? We are back with Ipswich on Tuesday. Tomorrow night we are continuing with this one. And we're back with Ipswich Tuesday lunchtime. I've got one more I can make. I'm not going to make it yet. I think we've just about edged this. It's not been as good as I would have wanted. Oh. But we've just about edged it, and we've scored. Since we went into the low block, our shots on target ratio has improved a great deal. Something you guys might not know, but it seems like an FM glitch. That if you're this ratio is extremely low, try going into the low block, and you'll find that improves. I don't know why, but it might be an FM glitch. Since we've gone into the low block, we've not only has that improved, but we've scored 3 times. And before that, it looked like we were getting beaten. So I'll give it a try. It seems to work really well with me. Oh, get in, must be. Oh, he's missed it. What a twit. Right, one more substitution. Who was the most tired? Borgia, believe it or not. I don't want to bring Jesus Aber on. Give him a complete rest. Have I got a left wing? Florian. He can come on and do the last few minutes. Oh. Yeah, it just seems to be working, and not just in this save, but in the other save. And I keep an eye on that little meeting that the assistant has with you before the game, and very often he will say play with a lower line, go into the low block, and I just keep it in the back of my head. And generally, if your shots on target ratio is really poor, I will pop it back into the low block. And you can see what happened, and in 3 games it's happened exactly the same way today. As soon as we went back into the low block, this improved. We started scoring goals, we won the game. I don't know whether it's like a little glitch. a little loophole in the FM coding, but it just seems to work 9 times out of 10 at least. Yeah, give it a try. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it just seems to be working for me at the moment. And that's why I keep, when he says that, when my assistant says that, I just keep it in the back of my head. And then I'm watching this shots on target ratio. But 3 times today you've seen it happen. That was a good win. And that was a good session. Boys, we are 9 points clear in the league. I think we need to count up the goals now, don't we? Let's find out exactly when we have our next game. Oh, ages. That's what that international break was. Let's, we have how many in the league? 112 in the league in 30 games. It's not quite 3 a game, so it's not brilliant. So we have 112, 117, 119. Oh, that happens all the time. 119. 119. Which one was it? Well, that happens all the time. It's so annoying. And it just scoots down to the bottom of the page. 123. 124. 130. 135. 138, 141, 147, 48, 155, 162, 167, 167, 173, 175, 181, 185. So we have 185 goals. We are going to beat the 202. Absolutely. What I'm impressed with is the way this team is defending. And it could be, it's just down to Jesus Abba, basically. Not all teams using this system are going to defend as well. It's just purely down to the centre-back being so good. But there we are. Our run continues. Another episode where we have done 5 straight wins. Scored a bag full of goals. We conceded 4 in the Champions League. I got a funny feeling our Champions League run is coming to an end in the next episode. Real Madrid will be too good for that single centre-back. Indeed, Tipamisto. And so join us again tomorrow night when we'll see if Real Madrid is one step too far for us. And for our solo, our single lonely centre-back. Thanks for coming in tonight, guys. I really appreciate it, as always. And hopefully you've had a good time watching this play out as I do. And I'll see you next time. See you tomorrow night. And stay safe. Take care. And hopefully I will see you very soon.